Hello, my G's. I'm coming to you today with my very first created challenge, and it's partially to get my subscribers familiar with me, and partially so that I could challenge other people and find out a little bit more about them. At the end of this challenge, I'm going to be calling out some creators, and hopefully they'll be game to do it too. This is going to be the either or why challenge. And I have 20 situations, either or, and you're going to have to tell me which one you would choose and why. This is going to be interesting. Coffee or tea? I like tea now only because I try to stay away from caffeine most times, but tea I usually drink in the colder months. But if I had had my ruthers or my rathers, I don't know, I'd say coffee. Coffee is my first love, and Bustelo in particular, that coffee, hot or cold, I choose it any day. The next one is cat or dog. People that really know me know that I'm highly allergic to cats, but that's not why I would choose a dog over them. I just really love dogs, and cats can sometimes be a little vengeful. That's too, like, their thinking is too much like a human, so no, I prefer a dog. Pool or beach? I'd have to say the beach, and that's because I don't really swim, so I'm not putting more than my feet in the water. And pools, sometimes when you sit down, if you don't have a chair, it kind of like ruins the material of your bathing suit. So give me a beach. I'll deal with the sand. Let's see, what else? Sweet wine or dry? This is just because it's a matter of preference of taste, but I prefer a sweet. No. I prefer a dry wine. There's just something about that taste. I like dry wine. I like dry champagne. I'm not into sweet drinks, like those mixed sweet drinks, except for pina colada or margarita or something like that. But even still, it can't be too sweet. So yeah, red or blue? That's easy. Blue. Blue is my favorite color. My favorite color to look at. My favorite color to wear is black, but that wasn't one of the choices. So I'd say blue. That's my favorite color. Television or movies? I rarely see movies that I like, but there are quite a few television shows that I enjoy. So I'd have to say television. A physical book or an audio book? Now, I have, excuse me, I have lots of friends that enjoy audiobooks, but they're not for me. And that's because I have, not that I have voices in my head, but when I read a book and, there's a personality that's described, I already have in my mind how the voice would sound. And sometimes an audiobook just ruins it for me, and I can't pay attention to it. So I would prefer a physical book, and I just like the feel and to touch the pages. The next one is summer or winter? I have to say summer, because the cold, especially the cold in New York, it really, really hurts my bones. The older I get, the less I want to be in New York for the winter. And eventually, what I'm working on is just having someplace else that I can go to spend those winter months. I don't know whether I'm ready to get away from New York altogether. I'm thinking that I am, but yeah, just for the winter months, I'd like to get away for now. So that will be summer. Spring or fall? That's an easy one. Partially because I have allergies. No, my allergies bother me in the fall worse than they do in the spring. But I love the fall. I love sweaters. I love boots. And to me, my favorite outfit to wear is a sweater, jeans, and a pair of boots. And maybe a hat. I don't know. But there's just something about that feeling and the look that is so comfortable to me. So that's like, I would dress like that every day if I could. Okay. Cake or pie? Hmm. No. I guess I would have to say cake. Yeah, cake is I prefer cake over pie. Um, Apples or oranges? Oranges. I love oranges. A good orange. Apples are okay, but no, oranges are my thing. Uh, Jazz or R&B? That's kind of an easy one for me too. And I would have to say jazz because, in my opinion, jazz is like the building block for all modern day music. R&B, hip hop, even gospel sometimes. There's like a little bit of jazz in there, and I could always pick it out. So I'd have to say jazz. A concert or recorded music? Now I know that there are some cases where recorded music might sound better than the person singing live, but I don't know. There's just something about a concert because connecting with the artist, and in most cases, they usually give you more than you expect. Like my favorite artist in the whole wide world, forever and ever and ever since I was a little kid, is Stevie Wonder. And if you go to a Stevie Wonder concert, he gives his all. It's always longer than it was supposed to be, and they usually end up practically dragging him off the stage because he loves what he does just as much as we do. And you can't get that with a record. Next one is water or juice. Well, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know that water's my water's my favorite beverage. Juice is okay, but I'm not into sweet things, and there's just like, unless the juice is fresh squeezed, it's just like wasted calories. There's no real nutrition in juice that's been sitting on a supermarket shelf for a while. So I prefer water. Sandals or boots? Well, you know I like the fall, so you gotta know I love boots. So that's my preference. Sandals, it's like, it takes me a while to find a good pair of sandals that I like, and boots are just so much easier. Hats or no hats? I love a good hat, and I love weird hats. And there's this hat maker called Essential. I'm trying to figure out how he doesn't spell it like the word essential, but that's how you pronounce it. I have to look it up. I'm not going to tell you the spelling. Maybe I'll put it in the description box. But I love a good hat, a good weird hat. Braids or bun? Well, I don't like doing my hair. So both of those styles work for me, but out of the two, I would say braids because they're even easier than a bun. A bun you still have to do every day. You don't really do much to it, but I prefer doing nothing than doing anything to my hair anyway. So yeah, I'd have to say braids. Black and white or color? Now this, I was particularly talking about photography, but it could apply, in my opinion, as far as I'm concerned, it could apply to paintings, it could apply to movies as well as photography. And I would have to say, I'm so sorry. I would have to say that I prefer black and white because assuming that the quality of both are good, to me, it's like black and white, it just draws my eye. I can see so much, and color at times gets to be distracting. So I'd say black and white. Everything black and white. Movies, like when I was a kid, you know, black and white movies were my favorite, the old ones. Um, and I like black and white paintings. I really do. I have a friend, I don't know, you guys might not remember him, but there was a newscaster named John Johnson. Well, he was a he was a newscaster by happenstance, but his real love was art, and he's a painter, and that's what he does full time now that he's retired. And I think that I love his black and white paintings more than anything else that he does. He does, I mean, he's a good painter, but I just really love his black and white stuff. Okay, texting or talking. If it's just chit chat, I actually prefer texting because, and people my age or the older generation hardly ever say that, but sometimes my days are just really busy and I don't want to talk on the phone. But if it's something serious, which usually it isn't, you know, then I'll talk on the phone because text can be misread. You know, you can read a tone into a text that isn't there. So if it's a serious conversation, yeah, but just in general, how people usually communicate, just basic chit chat or you know what happened, did you hear that? Did you hear this? I'd say texting. And my last and final is Fireplace or Campfire. Now we're assuming that it isn't cold. And out of the two, I think I would like a good campfire best. I really, really enjoy the outdoors. Um, and the smell, I mean, the smell is the same. You get it inside or outside as long as it's real wood, which most fireplaces these days aren't. People use the gas fireplaces. But I like a campfire. Um, there's just something about it. Nighttime, campfire, yeah, that's my answer. So those are my answers to the either or why challenge. And now I want to hear all about yours. Always remember to count your blessings, be a blessing to somebody else, and be kind to yourself. And get those videos done. I want to see them. Don't forget to hashtag me. Wait a minute. Did you think you were going to get away from me that easy? You almost did because I almost forgot. But no, I have a few people that I want to call out for this challenge. Okay. Jazzy Nicole, April, what you doing? And this is not payback for the banana challenge. I got something else in mind for you. Brown Girl Bella, Foodie Squad, Gigi's Gluten Free Lab, Eating with K Cotton, Promo STK, Chrissy Buge, and Miss Sugar. I want to see those videos.